Diddy's gonna get ya. Diddy's gonna get ya. Trial overview. Sean Combs is facing serious federal charges, including sex trafficking by force. Oh my God, people, he's importing and exporting male pussy from state to state. Ooh, people. Racketeering conspiracy. He's Al Capone, he's a hip-hop gangster. And obstruction of justice. Oh my God. Jesus is Lord. Anywho, in days 1 and 2 of the trial, we heard powerful opening statements and early testimony. The prosecution painted Combs as someone who used his fame and wealth to control and exploit women over the decades. He was like, bitch, I've got all the money, here's a goddamn slap for you. Whoa. Anywho, a hotel manager testified about a 2016 incident involving Combs and Cassie Ventura, backed by hotel surveillance footage. We also heard from a male escort who's out here sending boy bussy.
Pause.
He's sending his buttocks.
Pause.
Bloody hell, who described being paid to perform sex acts on Cassie while Combs stroked his sausage.
Pause.
Adding early weight to the sex trafficking claims. Cassie Ventura took the stand on day 2 and gave emotional testimony about being isolated, coerced into drug use, and forced into degrading sex acts, all allegedly recorded by Combs as a method of control. Now, in day 3 and 4, people, Cassie's testimony continues, and the defense begins its aggressive cross-examination. Let's dive into those developments. Day 3, Cassie Ventura's testimony continues. Whoa, day 3 of the trial picked up with more testimony from Cassie Ventura, and it only got more intense. People, bloody hell, Cassie's getting more bloody exposure from this shenanigan case from her whole goddamn music career. Blimey, but anywho, she gave a chilling account of what she described as a pattern of control and coercion. Cassie went into detail about the so-called freak-offs, how they got freaky, group sex events that she says Combs forced her to participate in. She described being isolated from friends and family, drugged regularly, and emotionally broken down. People, Diddy grabbed the bitch and shook the bitch, and he broke the bitch. Ladies, I say bitch respectfully. In one of the most disturbing moments, Cassie described a 2018 incident in a hotel room where she says Combs raped her. After she refused one of his demands, good Lord, she says she felt like a prisoner, not just physically, but psychologically. Cassie's testimony painted a picture of a relationship rooted in power, fear, and control, not consent. Day 4, cross-examination begins. So, on day 4, the tone in the courtroom shifted as the defense launched its cross-examination of Cassie Ventura. Their strategy focused on discrediting her version of events. They introduced past text messages and communications between Cassie and Combs, suggesting their relationship was consensual, even affectionate at times. At one point, Cassie was forced to read explicit messages aloud in court, clearly shaken but composed. She explained that those messages didn't reflect her true feelings, but what she had to say to survive in a relationship defined by fear, manipulation, and drugs. The defense also highlighted the fact that Cassie stayed with Combs for years and continued contacting him, suggesting she had agency. But Cassie stood firm, saying she didn't understand how deep the manipulation ran until years later. Key moments from cross-examination. So, people, there were several key moments during this cross-examination. First, Cassie admitted she still had love for parts of her past with Combs, even while describing the abuse. That emotional complexity seemed to humanize her to the jury. The defense also brought up her 2023 civil settlement with Combs, trying to imply a financial move to try to say, yeah, you just here for the money and try to break a black man down. That's what they're trying to say. But Cassie countered by saying the settlement came after years of trauma and her desire for accountability, not money. And finally, people, the jury saw just how much Cassie had struggled with addiction. Another layer and prosecution says was part of Combs' pattern of control. Anywho, people, let's see what the internet folk are saying all about this. Let's see what the internet people are saying about the Diddy trial. So, posted by the Art of Dialogue, on day 3 of the Diddy trial, Cassie testified that she once emailed her mom saying Diddy was threatening her to leak X-rated videos. Oh my lord, people. Let's see what the internet people are saying about this. I don't know. Diddy has other ex-girlfriends and they moved on just fine. Yeah, like young Miami. She said she likes golden showers. Did she not say that? I'm pretty sure she said that kind of shit. Anyway, this one here, nasty woman. And here, Mimi, for paying to her mom's family, Cassie sacrificed herself for fame, recording contracts. Imagine her mom to think that's her baby, but Diddy has been doing those things to her, but for Cassie doing that to herself also, I hate to think if mom comes from a strong Christian home. Jesus, Mary, and of course Joseph. Stilo N says, I remember when Cassie photos leaked. In my ignorance, I thought leaked photos could only be topless photos back, but boy, was I in for a surprise when I saw Cassie's spread eagle. I didn't think that was possible for a celebrity. Weird now to think that all of this is related. But anywho, what's next, people? So as the trial moves forward, we expect the cross-examination of Cassie to continue. More witnesses, including other alleged victims and experts in trauma and coercion, are expected to testify. For public interest in this case remains sky high. God damn it, don't forget, people, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Bloody hell, we are recapping the Diddy trial until it goddamn ends. Don't forget to slide in the comments, give me your thoughts on what's going on. And people, I have one question and one question only to ask you all. Did the diddler diddle? Can you work out the riddle? Did he diddle or did he not? Many mysteries intertwined in the diddler's plot. And people,
tell your friends about me.
And it was always yes. Diddy.